Terror House for game number 2. Remember that the new map ban or the pick ban rule it's different now. So what's going to happen is the teams will choose from the remaining of the map pool of what's not been chosen. Why is... Oh, it turns out... Okay. Yeah, it turns out that Kommando Delta doesn't fit if you spell it wrong. Okay, so we're all set up. We're going to go ahead and get started. It's game number 2 between ONE9 and Kommando Delta. ONE9 is on the attack now. All right, both teams are ready, and we are good to go. For the attack, it's going to be ONE9 with RULEGHOST, James, Wolf, Riot, and Orphic. For Kommando Delta, it's going to be Flex, Hendrix, Nick, Crusader, and SlaYx.
Use the planning table to find the bomb.
They're going to go with the third floor main office.
Deploying in 10 seconds.
That's, you know, what people do. This map is like such a good map for like how so many teams love to play it.
Locate and defuse the bomb.
But yeah, you're here. If you're doing this right, you're going to go third floor main office. All right, for ONE9, they're going to rappel up the balcony side. Just all of them. You do have one guy watching for a push out. The nade's going to go into the room, the bathroom, which you don't usually see anybody in there. Is Riot giving up the... Yeah, I think Riot's giving up the protection. He was watching. Look, all of ONE9's on the balcony. I think this is a mistake to do it this way, honestly, but we'll see how this works out. Look at them. I mean, they obviously didn't learn from, like, last week, I think it was, when they were doing Cafe 14 against Mob. They all stacked up on the balcony together and got destroyed at the doorway. They are using a shield, but they were also using that against Mob last time. The nade goes out and gets nobody. Another nade goes out, and Flex just gets protected by a piece of furniture, bringing his health down to 45. James will get Flex. James has been a impressive newcomer here into ONE9, pushing in, and Nick will get 2. James will get Nick back. On site, starting the defuse. All that's left is Hendrix, but he's stuck out there at the 90, and RULEGHOST will get him from the balcony. But we haven't really talked enough about James so far. James just showed up in the IEL for ONE9 last week, and has turned out to be a great addition to this team. James is now 2-0. But yeah, overall right now, if James met the qualifying number, I think he would be on the leaderboard for the number of rounds played. But he's done so well that he's already turned out to be one of the highest cost players. Of course, he's played one series, so sometimes when you look at those numbers, you've got to kind of, you know, take a step back a little bit.
Deploying in 10 seconds. Locate and defuse the bomb.
And not sure what's going on there, but here comes ONE9 on the rappel up. Now, Riot is going to once again protect against the push out on the balcony. RULEGHOST this time is in the front. You hear the C4 this time, and it looks like James is holding on to the C2 charge. I would imagine that they would think to use the C2 charge, because that will if James gets Crusader with the nade. Golly. And we'll blind fire through there. Someone's going to challenge it with the shield. That's Orphic. I really would think you'd want to use the C2 charge, because the C2 charge will blow up that out-of-reach C4. RULEGHOST gets Nick from the window. You see he's hanging outside the drawing room side of the window. There we go. C2 charge is now placed. And Orphic will move in safely, trying to... he's got to back up and avoid that nade. His back is towards... There we go. Yeah, his back was towards the kitchen. Oh, he just closes the door. SlaYx gets taken out by Riot. And Orphic will get SlaYx. Now, Hendrix, who is out in the main staircase... and has RULEGHOST behind. Oh, RULEGHOST then takes out Hendrix on the charge from the rear. Oh, that was just like something with the shield that was just like you're when you look at Orphic and you look at his KDR and all that stuff, you look at it and go, oh, he's not really that effective with his KDR. But the shield players sometimes go unrecognized for their play. Because they don't show up on any stat that they've, that they're using the shield. There's no number for that. And that can be a huge distraction for a defense that has to focus and keep their eye on the shield and avoid, getting knocked out. I mean, you do talk about people like Ganon who can actually he has 19 kills with the shield this season.
Deploying in 10 seconds.
So, he's someone that can be aggressive with the shield, but most of the time when someone's using the shield, it's basically used for informational purposes, and you don't really see the shield come up on a kill death ratio. Did someone leave? Oh, Hendrix lagged out again. Hendrix has been having network issues recently, apparently, from what I heard, but also, I've been hearing from some people, too, that after the last update, the servers themselves have been causing some issues. And, ooh, that nade gets in there, but it'll be Wolf who gets the kill on Flex. Crusader's waiting for a push-in. And James will get... Oh, so, excuse me, Orphic will get taken out by Nick. James was the one we were watching witness that. Ooh, and James picks up a... kill on himself, actually. Sorry, it was a suicide. Missed through that. Flash goes out. SlaYx will turn away. And a nade, I think, is near him in the bathroom. It is. That is Riot getting that nade kill. Crusader's still in the stairs. See Riot, he pushes in now from the rappel. But Crusader is waiting for somebody and, not checking the door being open there. The door is open, you gotta look. He turned his back away, and RULEGHOST was able to get that kill. And now Nick is all on his own, defending from the bathroom. Actually going to now move up and use the procedural prop placement to his advantage there, going up against the big mattress. But with 3 on site, ONE9 has the resources to attack from both ends. He's going to go ahead and blind fire now into that room, but doesn't realize that someone's in that bedroom with him. He gets flashed. Are they going to push in? No, they're going to give RULEGHOST the point, man. Lock him in there. And is he trying to C2 it or something? He doesn't have C2, though. He's just going to hold it. And Nick is still flashed, I think. Good. Yeah, now traps himself. Bomb gets defused, and then, for good measure, RULEGHOST will take him out with a shield. Team swap sides. Kommando Delta on the attack.
Use the planning table to find the bomb.
Okay, and now for the defense here, ONE9.
Deploying in
Ooh,
10
that
seconds.
didn't bounce right. At least it bounced within reach of picking up the camera. But they will go ahead and use the, they'll use the main office on the 3rd floor.
Locate and defuse the bomb.
SlaYx is repelled off the 3rd floor balcony. RULEGHOST, he picks up the kill there from the 1st floor against Crusader. SlaYx gets Orphic in the short room there. That's a spot that Orphic has been spotted in quite often, and you would think that Kommando Delta did their research on that. And gets Wolf as well! This is why you gotta have SlaYx in your roster. Or in your starting games. Spots the camera. SlaYx will go ahead and take that out. Gets shot at from 90. Picks up where the noise is coming from, but can't take out James, who's down to 63 health. It's going to come down to Nick and Flex. So RULEGHOST gave up the stairs. And we'll now go ahead and challenge the next person that comes out, avoiding those shots, but then not on the second push there by Riot. Flex will nade out, and he's going to go ahead and avoid the stairs altogether. Coming back to balconies, he's certainly heard. Spots RULEGHOST right there, gets him sleeping, and James will get Flex for the trade kill. Once again, Kommando Delta is 0-4. RULEGHOST is 6-1 in this game, and told you how, you know, RULEGHOST might have had a rough week last week, but we would expect him to come up being one of the higher KDR players in this series once again. And there he is. So Orphic is going to use C4 behind the door, or yeah, over the door. There you go. RULEGHOST is playing in the 1st floor kitchen. Going to try to... Long rant going on here. Is that rant still going? Rant finally over. Crusader's about to meet up with RULEGHOST, and it's not going to be pretty. Oh, Crusader's looking the wrong way. RULEGHOST knows because he sees enough there, and yep, backs up for RULEGHOST to get him. Flex will get the kill on Orphic. hanging off of that drawing room side as James gets Nick. SlaYx has C4'd the balcony door, which will take out that C4 that was, sorry, C2'd. I think I said C4. SlaYx gets the kill on James, too, and will avoid the push out by RULEGHOST. Now coming down, wants to take care of the trouble below before going up anymore. He does spot RULEGHOST just a little late on the shot, and then Wolf, that's Wolf on the other side, excuse me, gets, takes out SlaYx. Riot gets the kill as Hendrix reconnects just in time to watch the loss. Unfortunately, that took a while for Hendrix to come back in. RULEGHOST gets 7 kills there.